To many people, the 2020 pandemic was one of the worst periods in recent history, but to the players stuck at home playing GTA Online, it was one of the greatest eras the game has ever seen. The Great Alien War of 2020. A month-long war in the streets of Los Santos between at least 4 different rival gangs, each with the same goal: complete annihilation of their enemies. A war that was so widespread that even Rockstar themselves got behind it. This is the story of how 3 friends accidentally started the largest community event that GTA Online has ever witnessed. In March of 2020, the pandemic had locked most people in their houses with nothing to do but play games, and this was no different for a player named Adam Long. Adam Long was a regular GTA Online player like any other, and one day, he thought it would be funny if he and his buddies dressed up as hillbillies and went around beating people up. But one of Adam's friends instead suggested that the idea of an alien gang was funnier than a redneck gang. So that night, Adam and his friends then got into their alien outfits, hopped in a van, and obliterated some unsuspecting dude on the pier. On April 15, 2020, Adam posted the clip to Reddit, and from there, a war had begun. With now over 33,000 upvotes, the video quickly gained traction, and soon, thousands of players were posting clips of them doing the same, and the trend quickly went viral. From here on out, the streets of Los Santos became overrun with aliens. However, in order for it to be a war, you first need an enemy. First, there was the Purple Gang, who was the true rival against Green, mimicking the Ballas vs. Grove Street gang war. Then came the Men in Black, whose goal was to destroy both Purple and Green by any means.
Oh crap, watch out!
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
And eventually, we even got the Republican Space Rangers, who were pretty much just griefing the whole lobby. There were a few other gangs as well, like the White Hazmats and the Impotent Gang, but by far the rivalry that is most well known is the war between Green and Purple, and this war went deeper and far darker than you probably know. The premise of the war was simple: load into online, group up with your gang, and ride around Los Santos hunting every rival gang, with the only rule being no guns. So for the next month, thousands of players began to partake in this war, gathering their friends, picking a side, and wreaking havoc across the city.
Oh shoot, cops! Run! Oh!
Almost every GTA lobby during this time had at least one of these gangs tormenting players, and unfortunately for them, regular players weren't safe either. Even if you weren't repping any gang, there was still the chance you'd get run up on by 5 aliens while picking out some new clothes. Quite literally every GTA 5 related channel, forum, and subreddit were completely flooded with videos of people annihilating their rival gangs, with even a few dedicated subreddits and Discord servers made for the war. In fact, it was so widespread that even Rockstar got involved in the action. With the war still raging on, Rockstar would do one of the nicest things it's ever done for the community. First, they made the alien suits free for a week, which was pretty nice assuming they're usually $300,000, as well as they added a brand new pool cue melee weapon. And on top of that, Rockstar even made GTA 5 free for PC players the following week, all of which resulted in GTA Online hitting a new peak in player numbers since 2014. With this, the war was at an all-time high. I mean, even I remember grabbing my friends, getting a purple Roosevelt, and going around beating up any green alien we could find. However, while the war was mostly harmless and just a funny thing to do with friends, some people took the alien war beyond the game and took it way further than Adam would have ever hoped. Although the war had started out as a fun event in-game, some people took it a little too seriously even outside of GTA. At first, some people just wanted to win at all costs, so they simply just abandoned the melee only rule. But then there was a select few who wanted to win outside the game as well. During the war, many Discord servers and subreddits were set up to help find other people in your gang to play with. The biggest Discord server was Green vs Purple Official, and unfortunately this server slowly became a war zone of its own. There were many reports from server moderators of people getting called racial slurs, phishing attacks against other servers, and even players getting DDoS just for being a part of a rival gang. But it didn't end there. Mike, one of the moderators, said it got really bad, to the point where people were leaking each other's address just for being a part of the other gang. More and more players were beginning to take this way further than anyone could have imagined, with no end in sight. So the Discord mods decided to end it themselves. On May 15th, 2020, the final battle was scheduled to take place and officially put an end to the Alien War. On that day at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, everyone was to drive to LS Airport and have one last giant battle to declare a winner. For some people, this worked very well. Many people posted clips of insane battles with half the lobby fighting, but for other people, they couldn't even find a server where one of these battles was taking place.
We at IGN had 2 people on the ground, but barely found a trace of Warzone madness, never mind a green or purple victory.
This also meant that each winner was really only server-based, and so to this day, it's not really known who truly won the Alien War. A few players would keep it going even after this battle, but like all good things, they must eventually come to an end, and by late May, the war was officially over. A couple years later, in 2022, the Alien War 2.0 was proposed and even got a massive amount of upvotes. There was a decent amount of players partaking in this second war, but to be honest, it didn't get the same amount of hype as the first and quickly died off as well. And GTA Online has yet to see anything like the original Alien War ever again. Looking back, this was by far one of the most fun times I've had in GTA Online in a long time. Everyone from the griefers and tryhards to the grinders and casuals all got together to take part in a fun event started by the community. Although there were a few bad people who took it a little too far, for the most part this was just people looking for a way to have some fun while they were locked at home. While GTA Online has yet to see anything like this again in its almost 11 years, I hope Rockstar learned from this event and plan to do something like this in the future with GTA 6. But until that day comes, I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.